Hi everyone, in this program I'm going to show you how you can actually enter a program into your TI-84 calculator to calculate the left Riemann sums of a function that you enter into the Y1 slot. So to begin, we're going to use the card on here on the right. This actually gives us the code of the program. So press program on your calculator, scroll to new, create new. We're going to name this program Reimann. So go to second alpha to lock your keypad so it's easier to enter text. So R-I-E-M-A-N-N, so Reimann, and then you press enter. And now you can begin coding. So your code, the colon on the left side shows that this is like going to be the first line of your code. We're going to store the value 0, store into the S slot. So the variable S begins with the number 0. Enter. We're going to display some text to tell your user what this program is about. So we're going to display. So go to program. Is an input-output thing. So the third option is display. The text that we're going to display is use this function y1. So any text you put in quotation. So once again, you can use second alpha to lock your keypad. Quotation uses. So U-S-E-S space function F-U-N-C-T-I-O-N space y1. So y and then unlock the alpha for 1, alpha plus for quotation. Okay. And then the next line, you're going to prompt your user to enter the values of a, b, and n. So to prompt, you go to program, because it's a function, input output, and number 2 is prompt. We're going to get your user to tell us what's the lower bound, upper bound, and how many rectangles we're going to draw under the curve. So A, alpha A, comma, alpha B, comma, and alpha N. Just that. Enter. The next line, we're going to determine the width of each one of those rectangles. So you take the entire width of your function, or the bound, from B to A. So B minus A. Oops, what did I do? Okay, quit. Let me go back into the program. Let me edit my program. Okay, I don't know what happened. Okay, so here we continue to enter bracket B, alpha B, minus alpha A, close brackets, divided by the total number of rectangles that you have, so alpha n. Okay, so this is the width of the division, so we can call this D. So let's store, no, I don't want alpha, how do I turn it off? Nope, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so store in D, so alpha D. Like that, enter. And then now we're going to store the value of A as X. So store into alpha X. Enter. And then the next 2 lines allow us to repeatedly add the area of the rectangles. Because the work is very repetitive, we use something called a for loop. So go to program, go to number 4, is 4. Okay, so for I, so alpha I, so this is more like a placeholder. For I, the number I, that starts from the value of 1 and ends in the value of n, okay? We repeatedly do the following. We take the sum S, the previous sum, and then of the rectangle so far, we keep adding the area of the next rectangle. Okay, the y value gives us the height or the length of the rectangle. So for y1, we can do F4 y1. Okay, if your calculator doesn't have this alpha F4 to let you do the y1, you can also press vars, y vars function 1 for y1. Okay, but I'm going to delete this one because we don't need it twice. So this is the height of the rectangle times the width of these rectangle, which we have stored in D. So now we have a cumulative sum, right? So we call this a new sum. So store this number into S. This is your new S. And then you move your position to the next rectangle. So that means you have to bump your X value. So X to the next X value, which is D units away, right? The width of the rectangle. So plus D. You store this as your new value for X. So alpha X. Okay. Enter. Now we have to end this repetition, right? And your calculator will know that to end it once it has reached the value of n. Okay, so to put end, we have to go to program and then go to number 7. Okay, so we end this like repeated calculations. And at the end of all this, we're basically going to get the total Riemann sum. So we're going to display this result. So go to program, IO, number 3. We want to make it descriptive. So let's put it in text, quotation, Riemann sum. So R, where's R? RIEMANN space sum, SUM, okay, space is, okay, close quotation, and then turn off the alpha, comma, S. So the S here is the actual value of S. Okay, press enter. So this is the end of your program. And now, remember we said that we can use this program to calculate the left Riemann sum of a function that we enter in y1. So go to your y equals. In y1, we're going to put in 16 minus x squared as an example. Okay, so this is the y1 function. Once we have this, you can go second quit, go back to the main menu, and then you can execute the program. So program, now we're execute Reimann, enter. So use this function y1. Let's give it, let's tell the program where we want to start from. So I want to start from 0 and go all the way to 4. For the first question in our investigation number 6, we are going to use 4 rectangles. So n is 4. And then your program should calculate the sum for you. And then you can reuse this program for the next question in that investigation to calculate the Riemann sum for 20 rectangles, 40 rectangles, and so on. Okay, so I hope this is useful and you have found another use of your graphing calculator. Take care.